Hello, my inner circle family. Um, how are you today? I'm coming to you from Istanbul. It's actually one of my favorite European cities. I just keep on coming back to this place. I just love it so much. I'm actually here to look at a few properties. It's known as citizenship by investment. So as you guys know, I'm primarily into stocks, but this time property will serve as a purpose of getting multiple passports, just for more freedom of movement. We've seen movement restrictions in COVID time and stuff. So I'm down here and I've seen some great properties in Istanbul, and I'll he's also be speaking more about that in my mastermind, where we speak about planting different flags around the world. So the one country is where you earn your money, in the next country is where you invest your money, in the third country is where you invest your property, in the fourth country is where you invest your gold. But I speak about more of that in my masterminds. But that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is what has recently been happening in Ukraine and the Russian invasion. First of all, I want to say my deepest sympathies to everyone in Ukraine and in Russia, the ordinary citizens of Russia and of Ukraine that are suffering at this time. We send you our sympathies, our condolences, and war is never the solution to anything. No one wins in a war, and we just hope for a speedy solution to come of this so that innocent lives can be saved. And just having said that, I know it's impossible to tell people don't watch the news. I mean, there's a war going on, so I understand you want to know what is happening around you. If I could maybe just share a bit of insight. Obviously, I'm not going to share the latest updates of what's happening in the war. There's a lot of that already out there in the news media. If I could just share my insight or a little bit of wisdom I have, is that whenever I try to go macro, I never outperform the stock market. Whenever I was thinking about the news, I never outperformed the stock market. Because this is what I learned about Warren. He says that the stock market is just a collection of businesses. It's just a collection of businesses. Research the business and you'll make money. Follow the news and the trends and you will lose money. You've got to value the business over the news. And so, yes, people have to watch the news to stay informed and that, but just know that there's negative ROI on that. It's just going to cause fear, paranoia. And remember what actually we're doing here. As investors, we invest in businesses. We don't invest in the news flow. And to address the elephant in the room, I've received a lot of emails and messages of Richard, must I invest in which stocks now because of this war in Ukraine, and must I invest in oil stocks or gas stocks, even gold? Now, this is not specifically one person. I've received lots of messages and emails, but please note, I will never ever profit from a war. People are dying, losing their lives. I do not want to profit from that. So the stocks that I'm buying, and the next report should be out at the end of this week to members of my circle. It's what I've already I decided to buy before the war, and it's what I will hold after the war. And it's based on the fundamentals of the business and not trying to profit from the war. And yes, I was featured in Forbes magazine with Warren Buffett, how to profit from a recession, how to turn a crisis into an opportunity. But remember, a war and a recession is two totally different things. A recession is just a loss of money. A war is loss of lives. I mean, even if you deep in debt, you can still get yourself out of debt because you have a brain, you have breath in your lungs, you can work your way out of debt, which was my story. But if you're dead, it's game over. So if people are dying in a war, I never want to profit from that. And so I thought, let me record this video for two things. Number one, to let people know that this is not a profit opportunity, what's happening in Ukraine. It is very sad, and we hope that it will end soon. And number two, just remember that no matter what we're going through, no matter what crisis, always remember the fundamentals. The fundamentals of business is, if the stock market is a collection of businesses, what makes a good business and what makes a bad business? As you guys know from my share reports, I focus on the key fundamentals, the balance sheets. Numbers never lie. I focus on the management team. I focus on the business model. Is this business model profitable? So it's not just, will it make money? Will it make a profit? Those are the fundamentals. And so I always ask myself, what is happening now, no matter how bad it is, does it affect my investment strategy? And I mean, as you guys know, in my circle, our investment strategy is the same as Warren Buffett's investment strategy, to look for undervalued companies, but not just undervalued companies, quality undervalued companies. So you don't want to buy mediocre companies at a bargain. No, you want to buy amazing companies at fair prices. There's a big difference. So many people buy mediocre companies because it's a bargain, and I think it's a dip, but it just gets lower and lower and lower. No, you want to buy a quality company at a fair price and hold it for the long term. So our investment strategy is never to make short-term speculative opportunities. That's for traders. But we are value investors. We invest for companies that has more value than the price what they're selling for, and we hold it for the long term because we believe it will increase in the long term. Why? Because it's a quality business. So I think just three key takeaways from my video here today is, if you get this, you will be okay. When you watching the bad news, listening to the bad news, number one, just ask yourself this key question: the businesses that I'm investing in, will the value of these businesses be affected post-war? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, will they be earning less 10 years from now? Will their profits be less 10 years from now? Most of my businesses, they won't be worth less 10 years from now. So I don't freak out. I don't panic because I'm investing into quality stocks. I don't panic. I don't freak out because I'm focusing on the businesses that I'm a shareholder of, and I'm not focusing on the news. I hope you guys are getting this. I hope it's helping you. And the second question I like to ask myself when I hear all these bad news and bad stories is, will this affect my investment strategy? No, because my investment strategy is long-term investing. Buy and hold for the long term. So we're not worried about short-term fluctuations. So what's happening now doesn't affect my long-term investment strategy. So I don't panic and sell. I don't freak out. And I mean, key question number 3 is, will the markets bounce back? Will the markets bounce back? And I mean, I have 13 years experience. I bought my first stock in my last year of university, which was in 2009. So 13 years experience, and I've seen markets always bounce back. After recessions, after crises, markets also bounce back. And like I've said, yes, this is not your average financial crisis. This is a war. But markets also bounce back after World War II. You track it all the way back down to the Great Depression, markets always bounce back. If you listen to this Warren Buffett, he said he's lived through 2 wars. He's lived through 7, 8 presidents, markets always bounce back. Markets always bounce back. And if you believe that, you won't allow the media to put fear into you. You won't allow other, broke people to put fear into you, because wealthy people know markets always bounce back. And that's what I told Forbes magazine when they interviewed me. Markets always bounce back. And I'm saying it again here today. We got this video recorded. We got this video dated. Markets always bounce back. So I just hope this video added value to you. Remember to ask yourself whenever you, because you can't avoid this bad news. It's a war, so I understand you want to watch it to be in the know. But just remember that you can limit the time that you watch the news. You can limit your conversations to the news. You can speak more about the possibilities, the future, and remain hopeful that this war will end soon, and they will find a speedy solution so that lives will be saved. And just remember who you are. You're an investor, not a trader. So a trader looks for short-term opportunities here. That's not what we're about. We are investors that buy and hold for the long term. So yes, my stock report will be coming out at the end of this week of the latest shares I've added to my portfolio. And it won't be shares that are profiting from this war that's happening in Ukraine. That just wouldn't be true to who I am. And it's not worth making money off people that are dying. Can't sleep at night like that. And when we die, we can't take any of this money with us. So you wanna make money ethically, the right way. And we know the purpose of it all. It's not to hoard it somewhere, accumulate somewhere. It's to eventually to give it away. We are blessed so that we can be the blessing. And so that's what it's about. It's just circulating money. And just know that the ups and downs in the market, we've seen this before. We've seen this in World War II. We've seen it in the Great Depression. Markets always bounce back. Will this affect your investment strategy? No, because you're a long-term investor, 5 years or 10 years from now. And will what's happening now affect the value of the businesses that you invested in? No, we invest in quality stocks that is based on the earnings and the profits of individual businesses. And we're not thinking macro. So family, just hope this video has added value to you. As always, if you have any questions, anything you're worried about, just reach out to Chris. I know she's amazing. She's amazing. Email her, let us know. And although you're emailing her, I read and reply to every single email. It's like I said, once you're in my family, we got you. And we're going to get through this. Humans, we are very resilient. We will get through this. And our brothers and sisters in Ukraine and citizens of Russia, we know it's not easy for you right now. So we're sending all our love, and we just put in a positive intention out there, positive energy out there, that they will find a speedy solution for this, and that we will get through this together. I have to go now, but this is Rich saying much love from the beautiful Istanbul. I'll chat to you soon, and keep an eye out. It's in your inbox for my latest share report. And if you want to join my mastermind, where we meet once a month live for just to it's a small group with 10 to 12 people, and we just share our insights, our lessons, our latest investment opportunities, not only in the stock market, but also in real estate, commercial real estate, mergers and acquisitions, offshore investing, everything. There's a link at the bottom, and we meet on the 28th of every month. So yeah, email Chris if you're interested. Email Chris your questions, and the link is at the bottom. And this is Rich saying much love, and remember, you are blessed to be the blessing. Bye for now. Cheers.